I'm Denisha.
I'm Nicole. I'm wearing all black today because we are talking about something that everyone in the real estate market can mourn over. That's not really why. I just wanted to be like Johnny Cash, but we're going to talk about inspections.
Yeah.
The dreaded inspections. So, which actually I really do think that people need inspections.
You should get an inspection, but inspections are for major items, not a nick on the wall or a tear in the carpet. It's for like pipes, HVAC, roofing.
Like 4 major points, and in Florida there are like a difference, even like full home inspections and then a 4-point inspection, which are inspecting like the 4 major points of a home. And so it is a little bit different than Georgia. Georgia does a full inspection with like 50 pages, and it's a lot to take in.
It's a lot, and half of the time what's on the inspection is literally just the inspector saying, maybe check this out, or maybe something could possibly go wrong with it, but it doesn't mean that you need to ask for that to be fixed for the seller.
And you do, as a buyer, you need to have an inspection because your eyes can only take you so far. Like, you really need a professional in there. Like, I have this wine glass. I bet you think I'm drinking wine, but it's Natty Light. So that is a wine. And that's how it is in inspections. And I want to point out too that we are not inspectors.
We are not inspectors. So if you get an inspection and you, after due diligence, everyone agrees to whatever it is, and then you close, 3 months later call in the agent, it's not our fault. We're not inspectors either.
No, I'm not. And I'm not a fortune teller, so I don't know what's going to go wrong with your home. But I think people feel like we're able to do that or something, when in reality we are not.
We're not. And then the inspection gives you suggestions. So if you didn't do what was suggested of you, you can't blame anyone but yourself.
How do you feel about the sellers when the inspection comes in? Because sometimes buyers really expect sellers to do a lot.
A lot. I feel like the sellers get offended because sometimes sellers take really good care of their home and you're nitpicking over something so small, they get offended. And a lot of sellers, 9 times out of 10, they want to sell a good home. They don't want to sell a bad product. So they're going to do what is asked of them, but they don't want to do little nitpicky things that really the knob is missing on the cabinet. Who cares? Go buy a new one.
Yeah, and actually the home inspection here is only for the buyers. In Florida, that 4-point goes to the insurance company. And so there are things that have to be approached on that might be super small, that just the insurance companies won't insure a home for. And so I can see in that situation, but here buyers in Georgia, a lot of times I find it like first-time home buyers. Maybe they're not, they're a little bit frightened by a 50-page report.
Yeah.
And also, I think that you need a good inspector.
Yeah, you definitely need a good inspector.
We've seen some inspections that
pictures are black and
the
white.
pictures are black. The wording is seems like it was from 1962.
Or 22.
22, maybe. Maybe it is from then. I don't know. But you definitely need a good inspector. And that's right where you start. And I think sometimes buyers feel like we know the inspectors and things like that, and a lot of times we don't. We are, and it's for your best interest to get it. We don't gain anything from that besides being able to protect you,
and that's it.
That is it. Negotiate the things that are acceptable to ask a seller to fix.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People don't understand the job of a real estate agent. Our job is to negotiate the deal and get you to the closing table.